ISO swapping this thing. I'm smoking so much hash, it's just fucking not really working that great. What's up, Ocean? Cheers, bro. Happy MLK Day, man. Shout out to all the ninjas that use MLK Day as an excuse to be lazy and not do shit. You bum ass motherfuckers. You know who you are. I done already put in several hours today doing a custom build out for a facility in Canada running their dry room and or all three of their dry rooms and their clone room. Getting it all seated up. They begin testing tomorrow. They got plants going into their first dry room on Wednesday. A little bit of a tight schedule, but we make it work. No excuses over here. Federal holiday? What holiday? In Bala, Ontario. Wata Springs, out there in tribal land. It's a couple hours away from Toronto. Maybe going back there again for like a final walkthrough in a month or two once it warms up a little bit more. My black ass ain't going out there right now in that snow. Hell no. Oh shit, the wife's coming back to drop him off. All right. I guess Auntie fell asleep in the car on the way to the store, so she's coming to drop him off. All right. Nah, bro, you're good, Tony. I'll leave my shit in the freeze dryer as long as you've turned off the vacuum pump. Don't leave it in vacuum. Like leave the freeze dryer in vacuum. Don't open the door, but turn off the pump. Like you know how you can push the button to complete the cycle, but then it leaves it on the screen and makes you choose whether or not to defrost. Leave it on that screen. And then you can leave it like that for several days. Let me go grab Santi. I have no clue how far she is, but she's not there yet. It's been bagged and vacuumed. Like, oh, you talking about the hash pucks, like the Clear Tech? Yeah, you can leave them joints for a while, player. You can leave them joints for a while. This is like horrible timing. My computer's not working because it's updating. I don't know how far fuck she is. And I want to smash this dab. But I also don't want to leave her fucking waiting on me to pull Santi in the house either. So I'm like, it is so windy out today too. What is this shit? How about those bags, eh? How about those fucking bags? Yeah, man. Um, hey, that's why we clean our bags though, bro. That's why we clean our bags right there. It could happen with any company. There could be residuals, small pieces of contamination. It's always good practice to, at a bare minimum, rinse them down really well to start, or like you did, a soak, or a full-on cleaning. Where the fuck is she at? Did she make it all the way there and decide she was gonna come back? Let's see. What's up, beginning? Some sift today. Got hoping to open it up. Damn lip of the jar is broken. And they took the chunk before packaging, so they knew pre-packaging. Oh my god. What a mess. What's up, Rich, Mike? It's so fucking windy and cold out today, you guys. It's wild. I guess I could turn fucking Bluey off. I just know the moment I light the fucking torch and get that shit ready to go, she's gonna be like, I'm here. And I'm like, fuck. I'm either gonna be mid dab or just about to put that shit on the banger. Let me see if I can text her. Hey Google. Oh, it's not gonna work because I'm on YouTube. Hey Google, text the wife. Nope, not gonna work. Oh well, she'll text me when she's here. Hopefully. Hopefully she will. Oh, let's go. Hit some super boof. Those yield industry bags aren't cheap. No? They're pricey? That sucks. Ooh, baby. Super boof. Na 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 na. Let me hear sing. Na 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 na. Where's the? There it is. Oh man. Giggity. Giggity. And I feel it in my balls. They're about to pull up. Your space heater's like, nah. Bro, that's a good time to hash, bro. What you talking about? Get in there. Get in that Sub-Zero ass room. That's wild, bro. Oh, that's wild. Does everything just turn to ice in there? Like if you have water sitting in there, does it turn to ice in the shed? Like let's say you filled up your vessel with like 20, 30 gallons of water. If it came back overnight, that should be frozen. That's cool if so, bro. People pay for that, Tony. People pay for it. All right, here she comes. fuck me. I don't think he's gonna stay asleep. Fuck. That's wild. Let me make sure this fool's gonna stay asleep. Give me 1 sec. This is like the biggest computer update I've had ever. Shit's at 48%. It's restarted 5 times. He did that like half wake up and look at you thing. It's like I had to put him down and take off his jacket. I couldn't just lay him down. So he like opened his eyes and he looked at me. He's like, I know what's happening right now. I'm not sure if I'm okay with it yet. That's why I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna come marching down here right now. Let's give him a minute to see. You remember that as a kid? Falling asleep somewhere and then you wake up and it's like you teleported? You're like, how did I get here? When did I get here? Oh, shit. Good times being a kid. All right, I think we're good. Take a quick dab, show you guys the grow room real quick. Pido is starting to chunk up. Pido's starting to chunk up. I flushed the plants real good the other day. Got that EC down. It was stacked way too high. I'm thinking maybe like a 580, 590. Like, if I go low temp, you would think it would help me not cough as much, but I cough just as much, if not more. And it takes me longer to fucking finish the dab. If I go in a little bit warmer, at least I can have a better chance of hitting that shit on the first inhale before I start coughing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably don't get it. You're not chronically sick with asthma like I am. Oh, God. Why do I do this to myself? At least I'm not taking fucking 1 gram dabs at 700 anymore. Back when I was using the dab wrong and I was thinking I was taking my dabs at like 600, but in reality they were like 700. Shush. We're at 630. Fuck it. 600. Cheers. Oof. That was a little spicy. Oof. Damn it, Bobby. That was a good one. This shit is still at 48. Oof. Oof. All right, let's go to the grow room. Uh, 31 or 2. Could be better. I had the EC too high in the medium from like day 16 to like day 28. Otherwise, they wouldn't have any red stems, but Baby Mac. Fuck me. Ooh, daddy. Oh my god, it's still at 48. There ain't no fucking way. What is this shit? Downloading GTA 6? What's in here? Nothing. Oh yeah. Good news. You guys demanded it. I'm listening. I'm making vapes. It's gonna be my first time doing vapes in probably 6 years, but my tech has improved a lot since then. So I have Fresh Press Tier 2 Super Boof, like 30 grams or more. That came out stupid fire. I am going to decarb that in a sous vide at about 140 Fahrenheit, real low temp. We're going to get that shit fully decarbed. Preserve all those terpenes. And then I already am setting up a deal with iCrusher to order some Tick Pro minis. They're like pod style, except the pod is built in and it's inhale activated, so as soon as you start hitting it, it starts working. And then I have the ability to go in there and connect it to a USB-C port and program the heat map for it. Like the ones that I was telling you guys about that my job has. These ones have a similar capability. So let's say I make like 100 of them. I can grab one, use it for R&D, dial in the temperatures that I think are appropriate for it, and then flash that same program to that whole batch. It's the one that Puffin Solventless uses. If you follow Puffin, they look like this. They look like this. It's just, it looks like a, it looks like this. This is an antenna, but it looks like this. And then up here is like a little clear, like pod shaped thing. And then the mouthpiece is right here. And it kind of just looks like this too. It's almost the same shape. Yo, this can't be, I'm gonna reboot this. It's mad tripping. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. I'm holding the power button, turning it off, turn it back on. If it fucking crashes, it crashes. I'll fucking buy another one and use my backup. I don't care. This is redonkulous. Redonkulous. Shit had to have been frozen, bro. 48% for like 20 minutes. It's a disposable pod, yeah. So you can preheat. Yeah, see, you shouldn't have to preheat. Now it's undoing changes made to your computer. Okay. You shouldn't have to preheat. If you like have a custom heat profile for each strain that you do, or each batch, which would even be even better. That's why I said bust them all out. Make however many you have in your batch. As soon as you're done, grab one, start using it for R&D. Dial in your temperatures. Be like, okay, this is the default. This one needs a little bit lower temperature. No, this one needs higher temperature. Okay, this one needs to ramp up faster. This one needs to like ramp up slower. Like the first 5 seconds should be just straight flavor saver. And then after that, start ramping up or whatever. Like dial that shit in and then save it. And then there you go. And then you can say, look, I made them from start to finish. I grew it, processed it, loaded the cartridges, smoked it, dialed in the settings. Here it is. Voila. That's custom a la carte service right there. That's bespoke fast food. The um the spec grades are dope. I hope that you buy some. Let them know I sent you. I'm not an affiliate with them yet. It's something that me and them are working on, but hopefully it'll help you. Let them know I sent you through, and I was referred by MI Gas. MI Gas has a definite referral program, so if they don't, give you any, discount through me, make sure that you tell them it's through MI Gas. Like I'm through MI Gas. They can hit me up. They know me. They know me. Um, they have a lot of closeout deals. I bought closeout lights. All of my lights in there were closeout lights. I don't think they have those anymore. But don't be afraid to buy closeout lights. They're very, very well built lights. It's not like they're bad. It's just that they advance. They move their technology forward. Um, don't get the bar style. Hold on. Don't get bar style, like single bar style lights. Those will not work out well for you for veg or for flower unless you're running in a very, very tall room and you grid pattern those to where the whole room has even PPFD. Because what happens is they put out light like this and it's a single bar. So that's all you get. The more direct path in the center. The fuck? Ah, fuck. I hope that didn't wake up Santi. I was the pool guy. I made the dog bark. Um, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, spec grade. Get the multi-bar lighting. Okay? That way your footprint is even all the way across. Trust me. Trust me, trust me. When you have a single bar light, that's what I was saying. The photons that are traveling straight down, they're going to reach the canopy in the shortest distance, which means the PPFD there is going to be high in relation to at the angles on the sides where it's receiving those photons at an angle. They have to travel a further distance before they hit the canopy, so they get a lower PPFD. So you end up with the pyramid canopy where you get those center buds that are just beefy, just growing like crazy. And then on the edges where the PPFD falls off, they start to get overgrown. So you get a weird shaped canopy. It's not consistent. I would not recommend those unless, like I said, you're running a high enough ceiling where you can run multiple and have an even PPFD all the way across the room. Man, this mullein leaf I started taking again it works so fast. 3 mLs a day. That's it. Spread it out. 1 ml, 1 ml, and 1 ml. So I'll have it like in the morning with coffee or tea, at night with tea, and then the middle of the day with like kombucha or something. So it works out easy. And then you can also just take it straight and just drop it, and that works great too. And then just, it doesn't really have a taste, but you can follow it up with like some water or juice or whatever. But yeah, noticeably like clearing shit out, staying more clear. I don't think I'm gonna stop taking that. That shit's amazing, bro. Like I was literally yesterday, like, man, I don't think I'm gonna dab for a while. And I woke up today. My mom just sent me a parenting reel. Oh god, I already know it's gonna be funny. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Why would you put 3 of those lights in a... No. 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 All right, bro. Hit me up on Discord. We'll talk about the lights. We'll hop on a voice channel or something tonight. Man, clear it out. Make friend, clear it out. That booth was good. Let's hit the Randy's next. I haven't been smoking it. It's been sitting here. I should finish it. It smells good. Let's do a little dab of that. A little dab of dooski. It sparkles in the sun. Me gusta. I think I'm losing all of my inserts to the floor. I think they're rolling off the desk when I'm not paying attention, or I'm trapping them in the microfibers because I'm down 2 barbells and a clear tube insert. I think the monsters in the carpet are eating them. That's what I think. I hate that when I'm on my phone, the chat doesn't stay up. The chat needs some ED. A single dragon. No, don't buy science LEDs. If you can afford to get other LEDs, I personally would not get the science LEDs unless you're a very present grower, because they rely on the app for their timing and their control. And there's some reliability issues there that I've had in the past. If you're hooking them up to an external controller or a manual timer, then you're perfectly fine. Look, the problem with any single bar is going to be the canopy, right? It depends on what your footprint is. If you're growing in a rectangle space, then one of those will do great, right? If you're like in a 2x5, a single dragon or something equivalent will do great. If you're in a 4x4 or 5x5, no. And you wouldn't want to put 2 or 3 of those in a 4x4 or a 5x5, because those have 70-degree optics, which is going to push the light straight down, and which means it needs to be at minimum like 2 to 3 feet away from the canopy and dimmed down. Otherwise, it's going to scorch those tops. Imagine having 3 of those. That's going to be a lot of heat, a lot of wasted photons, and not the best coverage because it's not going to be very even. There's going to be a lot of cross coverage in certain parts of the canopy and then single coverage in other parts. So it's better to have a multiple bar LED with, 8 to 10 bars going across the whole canopy, evenly spaced out. Then you get even photon delivery all the way. You can get your lights much closer to the plants, and it's just overall better. Those single bar fixtures are referred to bay lighting. It's typically for like greenhouses, a supplemental light where they're placed really high above the canopy in a grid pattern, just as supplemental, not as primary. So, and then in indoor cultivation and a commercial, facility with high bays, they'll typically run a lot of those. But again, in grid formation, where you get even PPFD across the whole entire room, and it's like perfectly calculated and all that shit. It's less than ideal in most home grow situations. That one looks good today. Let's do it. Clear me out. Ooh, it's at 950 still. Nope, I would never use a Puff GoPro. Black Dog, yep. Keep cracking bangers. I need to place a group buy. If anybody wants to get some slurpers, the Chaos Towers, whatever, hit me up. I'll do a group buy. We can hit up Ocean and get a bunch of these. And we'll just funnel all the orders to him. And then if you want Rapid Glass, let me know. We'll funnel all the orders to him directly. And we'll get everybody a little discount. Still at $650. $600. 560. Oof. Hot diggity damn. That was the Randy's legacy. Cheers. Yeah, I'd rather just take a small Pelican with a dry rig and just take low temp dry dabs on the go. It's a little bit more of a hassle, sure, but it's worth it. I never feel like satisfied with an e-rig. They don't rip. Something discreet without a pen. This is what you want. Hold on. Big ass chamber. Big ass chamber. This is the best thing I've found. Period for on the go. Period. It never makes a big mess up here on the mouthpiece because it doesn't splash around. This chamber is so deep that you can just rip it and it doesn't splash everywhere or spill. And it has an app where you can dial in your temperatures. Dial in your temperatures and all that. This is the Focus Aries. Yeah, you can program the light. You can program the lights on this too. And then, I got the pen, the Focus pen. This right here. Damn. The one thing I'll say is if you're a heavy user, like when you go out, if you're going to be sitting there trying to like pass this around and have multiple sessions, you either A, need to charge it on the go with like an external battery pack, or buy an extra battery so that you can have two and you can just hot swap to keep the night going. Because if you have this like on a higher temperature and you're doing like multiple back-to-back rips, and like actually opening it, reloading it, starting it back up, let's just put it this way, you're probably going to get like 10 loads out of this, maybe like 7. But on a single charge to go, how many fucking dabs are you taking? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, if you're gonna be ripping that many dabs, you should take an actual rig. You know? So like for me this is good. But again, battery is the only thing. If you're a heavy user, keep that in mind. But it has a USB-C charging port, and this charges wirelessly if you place it on a wireless charger. So, you know, pretty chill. It rips too. Fuck, I should hit it. Rip out of here. Let me see this charged. Oops. I don't know. It's doing something weird with the fucking. Let me see. So it starts off on blue as the lowest temp, then yellow, then green, then purple, and then red. So there's 5 preset temperatures. And then again, you can go into the app on your phone, connect to it, and then dial in any specific temperature and duration. So, and like what the LEDs do on it too, which to me is irrelevant. I don't give a fuck what they do, as long as I know what mode I'm in, you know? So like right now I'm on red. I'm gonna go to blue. Let's do yellow. So like a little bit of a lower temp, because I'm kind of fucking already fucked up right now. Let me clean this out too. There's just a small amount of oil up here on the splash guard, but that's probably because I put it back in here when it was hot and just had it sitting in there like this. Whew. I just turn it on, 2 clicks, and it starts warming up. And then as soon as I see the oil start to run, I go ahead and clean it. Q-tips only, boys, Q-tips only. And then turn it off. Okay, cool. I'm just hitting the top of the quick little Q-tip swab. Oops, put a little ice on there. Bam. And then they have different tops that you can get for this too. Like I have a dry herb atomizer I can put in here too. I think it might be in here. Where'd it go? I don't need it right now. But yeah, I have a dry herb atomizer I can put in here so I can grind up some herb and fucking vape some herb out of here. It's very nice. Let's do maybe a little melted strawberries. I've already hit the Booth, the Randy's. Let's do a little drop. Now, I'm not going to rip this entire glob, but just to show you how much you can put in there, like, you can't put more than like a 0.1 in most vapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me change up the angle. Okay. So, You guys tell me where you think you'd have to stop at. Okay. If you were loading like any other pin. Okay. That's a pretty full dab tool right there. Would you be able to dab that without it going everywhere and any other thing? Like, I know I wouldn't be able to put that much in a proxy. That's kind of a lot, in my opinion. Well, and that's just a magnetic clip-on. We're in yellow mode, and then double tap. And then it'll start heating up, and you'll see vapor come out of the top. And then it'll vibrate again and tell you it's ready. And then you can double tap to add more time. Oof. Oof. That's smooth on yellow. Wow. I should be hitting this when I'm sick. What the fuck am I doing? Yo, that was so much more mild than ripping a dab. Holy Jesus, I'm an idiot. I need to start using my money better, bro. I bought this and I barely use it. And here I am sick as a dog, and that was like perfect. That was perfect, bro. And look, there's still quite a bit left in there. You could ramp up the temp and then pass it to your bum homies. Let them finish off that shit. Because that was such a big dab. But look, it didn't make a mess. It didn't go everywhere. It didn't get all over this at all. And that's key. Because usually these vape things will have the fucking oil just flying everywhere in there. And it gets all over the fucking top of the mouthpiece for no reason. With this one, everything stays down in there. Like, money. Bro, you could keep this on low temp and just go back in on the same oil. And like, it'll... the taste is going to become more and more like you're vaping like herb. Because it's, you know, decarbed. But it's smooth and it's going to get you high. Like, I already feel like that couch lock baked that you get from herb vaping. I'm already feeling that from that low temp off of this. Ooh, baby. Should we keep the temp at yellow or go up one more and then go back in on this oil? Or reload it with Super Boof and go in on another low temp. Ooh, doggy. What was I doing? Bro, that was, Whew. Man. Boof it? Alright. Oh, you have phone? You want to die? Alright, hold on. Oh, not the computer. Phone. There we go. Oh, man. Excuse me. Yo, that's wild. I honestly forgot how smooth that shit is. Their presets are pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. I went in there and messed with it and did like some custom settings one time. And I gotta say, I didn't really notice that much of a difference in what I was doing versus what they had already done. Like they already filled the gaps perfectly. All the temperatures are very well spaced. I don't know, I just like I can put this on level 1 or 2 and it's perfect for my wife. And then I ramp it up to 3 or 4 and it's perfect for me when I'm not sick. 5 is if you're just fucking trying to take like a real dab. Like a 600 Fahrenheit dab. Dry. That's the top level red. So it's nice, you can get like the full range, you know? I should clean this. I don't, how? I guess I need to get more of these little ceramic elements. I feel like I have some somewhere. I don't know where the fuck at, but I have some. 2 taps turns it on, and then hold it. Start warming up a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and wipe it off. There we go. I was doing that shit like a dumbass, but whatever. Give me here. Boofy, 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 boofy. Alright. Don't even need that much in there, honestly. I'll just drop without me having to turn it on. That would be good. There we go. I guess I should just wipe it clean after every use. Boom. Oh man, that's big. Let's go. I'm gonna go up to green. Ooh, baby. Oh shit. Feel that one behind the eyes. Oof. Alright, that was 1 cycle on green with no boosting. Okay, I did not boost it for a second hit. For me, no attachments. All right. This is a glass on glass syringe. Ooh, it's smooth too. Wow. Fuck yeah. This is for the vapes. What do you guys normally have to pay to get like a half gram or a full gram vape? Like a disposable pod style. I haven't bought a vape ever, so I don't know. They're gifted to me. It's the only reason I ever have them, really. Press it 3 times on the hot knife. Why? Okay, let's go in on this. I'm gonna raise the temp to purple. Now we're getting more towards actual dab. This is one step below red, which is the final temp. So let's get it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll do, babe. Purple. Purple gets the job done. Good job, Purple. Oof. Purple people eater, man. Nothing on the lid. Bro, you could still run that back. You could run that back. $30 to $40 for the halves. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, but do you know what quality that is going in there at 35 a gram, Rich? Because here's what I was doing earlier. I was running the numbers on it. Bro, you guys know me. I like to be fair. I have the best fair pricing there is. The fucking... You're paying for more than the gram. You're paying for the gram. You're paying for the hardware, whether that's the whole disposable vape or just the little threaded part. Either way, you're still paying for that. You're paying for the packaging. There's extra costs associated with it. And if you're getting all of that for less than a cost of somebody else's tier 2, you have to question what you're actually getting. The labor to fill the carts too. I mean, you're looking at, let's just go low end. Like maybe 10 cents or something for the actual cart. Maybe 25 cents at most. Then you got the packaging that shit usually comes in. Is usually like $2. It's like $1.50 to $3, depending on how fancy it is. You got the labor to fill the cart. And then you got the rosin itself. The processing to make the rosin from the raw material. Like, it's just like, there's a lot of overhead. So to be able to sell it that cheap, to me, means it's like a bulk product that is... Yeah, it's a bulk product. I mean, probably outdoor maybe. Which, there's not anything wrong with that necessarily, but... I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to do vapes, I want the best of the best of the best. Sir, with honors. Like, I have a lot of that Baby Backs G-Dub Pheno, Fresh Press, Tier 1. And I'm like, if I did, you know, half gram or even 1 gram vapes of that, what's my overhead on doing that? What does that bring my cost to? And blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, it makes sense. If you guys want them, I'm going to do them. If I did, like, the 1 gram Baby Backs carts, those would probably be, like, 60 for a 1, which I think is pretty good. That's, like, some of my best rosin. Tier 1 fresh press, sous vide, low temp decarb. I mean, shit, you'd pay more than that for a 5 gram of rosin in a dispo. Jungle Boys and them still charge quite a bit from what I remember. Like, they're like around 50 to 60. It's just because, like, bro, I have a lot of that G Dub, and like, if people want carts, I'll make them as long as it does what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to make a bunch and sit on them. That's the worst. 5 clicks, turn it off. Um, but yeah, I'm getting ready to place an order. I got the syringe. I was texting with the guy from iCrusher to get the vape hardware, and I can either do like around 150 bucks for 50 of them. It's either $3.50 each for up to 399, and then the price break is at 400, and then I can get them for 270 each. So I was like, damn. But if I get 400 of them, I got to spend $1,000 at that 270 price break versus just getting like 100 of them. You know what I'm saying? And spending like $300. Yeah, there's a cost savings there, but do I really need 1,000 of them right now? I mean, 400 of them right now? Do I have enough like rosin to fill that many? Yeah, but I don't even know if people are gonna like snatch them up like that. I think a lot of times people don't understand how they're getting ripped off. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real with you guys. You guys are getting almost all of you are getting ripped off. None of the big hashers that I know are putting their tier one, their 70 through 120 into carts. They're grabbing that Fire 45, that Fire 120, and they're throwing that into carts. But then they're charging you the price of the tier one gram. You feel me? So, but you don't know that. You don't know the micron that's in there. You know what I'm saying? And even if they do put it on there, usually they just lie. So that's just being real. So the fact that a lot of consumers are skewed by that because they think that they're getting this gram of this rosin, this high end, boom, super fire rosin. Bro, first of all, that's not even the good stuff in there. And second off, you're overpaying for it, right? But even if it was what it was, the problem is they don't consider the labor, the overhead, and all that other shit. The consumer just wants to pay, oh, well, it's 1 gram. Why isn't it, the price of 1 gram? I gotta decarb it. I gotta take it and process it into the carts and package it. I gotta fucking do a way more additional work, bro. Like so many more steps to get it into this form properly. And you think that there's not going to be a cost associated with all that additional work? You're paying for convenience at this point. You're paying me to put it in a form where you could go to Disneyland with your family and take this in your pocket and get ripped all day on some super high quality shit, like almost damn near like you're taking rips out of the dab rig. So it's like, bro, usually like super fire rosin, like the stuff that I make, if you just look at the raw, like, bro, the bare minimum that I would have to value a gram at in order to get my money's worth for just growing it in the first place, not even making like a profit, around like 20 to 25 bucks. And that's where a lot of people are starting to wholesale their stuff at because it's outdoor or it's tier one, but they're lying and saying it's tier two, or it's tier two, but they're saying it's tier one. And it's just a bunch of cold cured outdoor nastiness. It's like, fuck, man. The market's devalued product so much that You have to have a really superior product to stand out and be able to charge more. But I feel like a fair value is around $40 to $50 a gram for like good rosin. I feel like that's a fair price. There's a lot of people that like to charge more. I won't say names. It's usually people that have like shiny labels and cartoons and shit like that. Those kids like to charge, 70, 80, $100 a gram. It's do you, Playboy, but like to me that's not fair pricing, and you're not going to get your product into a lot of people's hands that way because that's like an elitist route. I'd rather have my product at that 50, $60 mark at the high end and be able to get it into way more people's hands and be the people's champion. Have everybody smoking right, not just the rich kids, not just the trust fund babies. Like, who the fuck wants to spend $200, $300 on a 2 gram jar? Come on, man. Get out of here. Hella taxed. Yeah, it could be. But I mean, also, think about it like, first off, to make high quality rosin, you need pretty good equipment. A couple $1,000s worth, bare minimum. Like around 5 to 10 bare minimum. AC, chest freezer, fucking freeze dryer, a whole vessel, RO, blah blah blah, all that other shit, press, bags. Bro, just to get started, you're looking at like a 10 grand investment to do it properly. Then you need all of the experience, and with experience comes L's. L's means you've already invested money and you've gone negative and you learned a lesson. Okay? L's are what shapes experience to even get you in the position to know what to buy in the first place so that you don't have to rebuy equipment over again. So, like, that's a huge investment too. And then just building up your skill level to be able to produce it at the same level as the shit that you're currently smoking that you buy from somebody else. That's going to take you a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe longer. Depends on who you're buying your shit from. If you're buying your shit from me, like I told y'all the other day, good luck catching up, Playboy, because I ain't stopping. I'm going to keep getting better every day. Y'all going to have to fucking catch me if you can, motherfuckers. I'm the gingerbread man. So, like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Anybody who thinks that it's your shit is overpriced, next time you have some melt, inspect it. If your melt has no pepper in it, it's all salt, that's some good melt. If it greases up at room temperature and looks like rosin, that's good melt. See if you can reproduce that. That's my challenge to anybody who thinks that the product might be overpriced or overtaxed. Is if you can reproduce that quality, because I can tell you what, as somebody who's been hashing for about 8 years now, since I started smoking and growing, making melt that has no pepper in it, that melts at room temperature the moment that you pull it out of the freeze dryer and just greases up, bro, that goes so far beyond just the hash making. That goes back to the single source cultivation. That starts when you pop that fucking seed or start that clone. That goes so far back into the process. If you just paid me for my time alone to produce this, the past 3 months I've been curating this perfect product into its final form, bro, it's deep. There's levels to that shit. You can't just pop up out of nowhere and do that shit. You can't, bro. That's the hardest part about hashing too. Having consistent starting material. That's why single source is always the best source. Because typically it's the most consistent with the highest quality. If you don't have that down pat, you can't even be part of the discussion to begin with. You're not even allowed to sit down at the adult table if you're not even growing your own shit to start with. Because you're not ready for that discussion. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good MLK day. My fam bam is back, so I'm gonna get out of here. Go wake up Santi from his nap, so hopefully he'll go to sleep tonight. But we'll be back in action tomorrow. Um, I don't know what's on the agenda. Oh, I got some secret sauce to mix up. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it tomorrow. I don't know all the details. It's still an experiment, but we'll be in the grow room tomorrow. And then the hashtag unit arrives on Wednesday. So I got to order my stainless steel table, and we'll be getting the new hashtag set up on Wednesday or Thursday, and busting out the last big wash, which is G6, on probably Friday, maybe Saturday morning, and we'll do G6 and the big new machine. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.